Hello, what is up? Welcome back to the SuperCoach Experience podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Savage, the coach of the Savage Burbos. We're here for a Thursday night lockout live Q&A. I have put out the call out on my Instagram, the SC Experience on Instagram, to ask some questions and answer them online. We have some people live in the chat already. Martin Lau, let's go, baby. Yeah, this is a first for me. I've usually got Oztag on a Thursday, but it got called out, and I didn't get to the live, to the Q&A earlier in the week. So let's just do a lockout live stream. I think this is something I've always wanted to do anyway. So, you know, the more people that watch, the better. We've got Zanetti. Let's go. So we've got some questions that people have asked over on Instagram. We've got Jesse Russell in the chat. What's going on? Actually, firstly, let's get up team news for the 7:50 game, Parramatta versus the Rabbitohs, and this is quite SuperCoach relevant. This game, I'm very excited for this game. I could put a late captaincy call on Latrell Mitchell, so keep an eye out for that one. So team lists are as follows: they are 1 to 7. Joe Ofahengawe goes into the prop. No late change with Cameron Murray and Kolomatangi. Junior Paulo to the bench. Matthew Arthur's still there. And apart from that, they're still pretty much named 1 to 17. So very interesting there. Dijon Arcee and Dry Gray, 18th man. Let's have a look at the weather. I don't know. I feel like Parramatta might be up for this game, but I'm still very tempted to captain Latrell. Spank the Monkey, doing brother up the fucking Burbos, big dick energy. What's going on, Spank the Monkey? Martin Lau, Jay Gagai or Terrell May, last reserve. Jay Gagai. Is Gagai in, is he? Let's have a look. He is. I feel like this is going to be the week. Jared Warrior-Hargreaves has already had 2 big milestone games this year, and in them games, Terrell May got very low minutes. So this is going to be another one. I'm pretty sure he hit 300 games and then 300 games for the Roosters, and now he becomes the most capped player. How many milestones can a person have in 1 year? So I would personally go Gagai. Gagai will be on the right, so he'll be running at the left, who might be the debutant Jake Tungo. So I think that they will target that edge. So I like the Jacob Gagai play. Can't decide who to tip here. I'm 50-50, says Zanetti. I'm with you. I think I really like the Rabbitohs for a bounce back, but I think the Parramatta Eels are in for a big one as well. Which chew to play, says Reese. Which chew to play out of Burbo, May, and KPP? I think Burbo's a good one. Up in Townsville, it's one of the only dry games this week. So lock in Burbo. He's playing alongside his brother Turbo, so I think he'll see a lot of good quality ball. And, you know, like that right edge for the Cowboys might mark up on Turbo just a bit more, which might open a little bit of space for Ben Trebojevic. So I like that. May or KPP? I'd wait till Sunday. Get a better gauge of who, if KPP is actually going to start or not. But yeah, it's a milestone game for Frizzell as well. So I don't see Frizzell dropping to the bench at all. You'll be pretty messed up if KPP reverts to the bench. But I don't know. I just feel like May's not really in for big minutes this week. Shots, would you go option 1 or 2? Option 1. Haas and Olakau'atu in for Liam Henry and Smithies. Very good trades. Or use the last boost and bring in DCE, Gus, and Marju for KPP, Brooks, and Manu. I really like that. The second option. The first option is just upgrades galore, but the second one, I don't know if DCE is going to be an end of season guy, but he's very cheap at the moment, and I do like him. You could run with DCE and Nico Hines up until Cleary's back, but you might have to use another trade there. So I'd personally probably go option 1, but I really like option 2. It also depends how many trades you have left. If you got a few trades left and you're using that boost, I don't mind it. Are you head-to-head or overall? Because if you're head-to-head, go the second trade for sure. If you're overall, I probably wouldn't do either, really, because I think Liam Henry is going to be a nice, crucial number for round 20. Ranked Jacob Fisher is in the chat. Ranked 251, trading Manu to Marju and Karapani to Kula. Lock it in, lad. Manu to Marju, Karapani. I like it. I think it's a very good trade, and they're both upgrades for this point in time. Obviously, Marju down from Manu is not an upgrade, but in this point in time, Manu's not playing, so it is an upgrade technically. Cameron Smith, what is up, Cameron? You're in the chat. Using a stock Google photo as your profile photo. Let's go, Savvy. Sean Lane for a try tonight, I reckon. Playing in the middle. Looks better in the middle, to be honest. So, yeah, I'll make sure to shout you out if you get over. Your top 5 2RFs for the run home, and if you could bring one of Hines, Cleary, or Ponga in, who would you go? Obviously, at the moment, it'd be Hines because he's the only one playing at the moment. Definitely want to keep an eye on Ponga. I've personally got Latrell and James Tedesco. I'm not trading either of them at the moment. I'm very keen on holding both of them, but if you don't have a gun second fullback, I think Ponga, keeping an eye on him is very good. Top 5 front rowers got to be Fafita, Crichton, Elias Katoa, Hamoli Olakawatu, and there is another one who's very good as well. I feel like Nikora could be 5 just based on draw and based on him coming out and absolutely killing it in the last few weeks. And I feel like that's going to be him for the rest of the season. So, yeah, I do like Britton Nikora. And keep Atkinson or Sharp. One will be upgraded to Hines this week. It's such a tough one because does Sharp play round 19? I feel like maybe just bite the bullet and just admit Sharp was a bad trade-in. But, I mean, I'd probably sell Atkinson. I know he's playing this week, but I think you know that you were up against it, and really like the chance that Sharp gets a run next week is pretty good. If Ponga gets that Origin spot, like he might get the bench spot for Origin. So I think I'd sell Atkinson because Sharp is a more crucial number next week than Atkinson this week, if that makes sense. Goraway cannot decide between playing May or Liam Henry. Feel like this May down week after some games with some big minutes in the past few weeks. Yeah, mate. I'm actually probably going to do a late switch to Liam Henry as well. I think he gets pretty good minutes. It really depends on game situation as well. I feel like they've got a utility on the bench, I'm pretty sure. Let me just have a look. I've got to keep an eye on the time here. Oh, Latrell. Oh, he looks angry. Latrell looks angry. So do I captain him? Do I put a late switcheroonie for captain? It can ruin your week if you captain someone on a Thursday night who just absolute shit. So on their bench, Dane Laurie's on the bench, and they've got 3 other middles. Liam Henry could go to the edge for Liam Martin. I just feel like the last time I had this choice between Henry and May, when teams were both at full strength, I didn't even consider Henry, and I'm pretty sure Henry scored like 42 points or something, and May scored like 28. And it's not that bad. Do you go the upside, the potential upside in May, or do you just stick with Henry, who can get that 40 points for you? An injury into the forwards, and Henry gets massive minutes, so I don't know. I'm still thinking about that myself, but I feel like with Terrell May playing, getting a 30 points, I'd rather just go for the upside. Like realistically, you're only getting 14 points out of what, we expect them to get. Mildura, VC Latrell tonight. I'll keep it safe with VC Hughes, C Teddy. I'm not feeling Teddy this week. I'll put out a captain post on the Instagram, SE Experience, and Teddy was not actually... He was my captain, and I've said all year, once I put that post up, I cannot lock anything in anymore. Like I should not change any plans at all. And I've already changed Micah Henry into the side. Lucas could come into my side. I don't know, but I feel like Teddy's not a captain option this week. The Roosters put 50 on St. George on Anzac Day, and I feel like they're going to remember that, and it's not going to be the same outcome for this game. Jeanette Tracy, when does SuperCoach finals start? Round 23. Round 23, we actually have an event at a Penrith establishment who a current NRL player, for the people listening, a current NRL player is very well, what's the word? I can't really say much, but I can say a little bit. This person, let's just say this person pretty much owns this establishment, and they're going to be involved in this SuperCoach head-to-head finals party that we're throwing. So August 10th, 2 p.m. Spank the Monkey. Real talk is Manu to Gregosaurus Rex and May to Olakuatu. Good via Jules. Or do I need to kick myself in the dick? I really like that trade. Manu to Greg and then May to Olakuatu. I'm getting in Maju and Olakuatu this week. But in my opinion, I'm definitely holding May for that round 20 because I think he's going to be a very valuable number in round 20, and he's just that round 20. I'm holding on to guys like Henry, May, because that round 20 is going to be brutal. We saw what last round was like. All the Origin stars just fall like flies, and after game 3, it's going to be even worse. Dean E, I have Brayley and Grant. Is worth bringing Cook. I feel like Cook's overpriced for what he is. You've got Grant already. Just let it go. Play Brayley this week. I wouldn't spend too many trades in hooker. If you can go Brayley to Cook, I don't mind it, but I also don't think he's worth what he's priced at the moment. Hold Manu, says Zanetti, or downgrade and bolster up the 2RF. It depends what your 2RF is like. If you're worried about your 2RF, get it up there because it's a high upside position that you can. If you don't have good second rowers, you're done for, because while the second rowers are turning up most weeks, you can't have someone scoring 30 to 40 there. Goraway, Hughes captain against the Tigers is the easiest choice I've ever made. VC on Trelly Mitt. I don't think so. No Pappy, no Fight Longo. Lockout. I'm warming towards the Tigers. At least covering the line. Hughes has been outstanding the last couple of weeks, but I don't know. I just have a feeling. I don't think he's the guy. I don't think Hughes or Teddy are the guy. That's why I'm really considering Latrell tonight. Cameron Smith going Manu to Marju and Sharp to Ponga. All you smooth braids sleeping on the true Supercoach GOAT. Yeah, I think Ponga last season absolutely killed it. He killed it to start the year this year as well. But my issue is no goal kicking, that few less points there. And then to add on to that, will he be a bit tentative with his foot injury? Adam Williams, is Zarko a sell? See, Zarko's been getting to a price that's very tempting, but I've purposely held off him because I look at his draw down the year and it's not very good. He definitely bullies the younger sides, the defensively weak sides, and he doesn't really have that on the run home. Last week was a good matchup for him against the Dragons, but he played on the left, didn't get much ball at all. So I think I would sell him, to be honest. Reese, thoughts on chucking the VC on Wishart? I think that's a good option. He's goal kicking. I know I said something about the Tigers, but goal kicking person against personally, I don't think there's many. Jesus Christ, look at this hair. Oh, all right. Let's go to the Instagram questions because I've really got to get these out there because, I put up this poll on Instagram and a couple days go past and I haven't answered any questions. So I've got to answer these questions. Still ask questions in the chat. We've got this game starting in 10 minutes. So Carts 3185, Marju or Lomax. Lomax's draw is pretty tough to end the year, but Lomax is goal kicking center wing. If you prefer one, Marju with Ponga back is great value. So I'd go Marju this week for sure, but Lomax has a negative break even. So if you think he's in your side to end the year, then I would go Lomax because I feel like Marju is someone who if he doesn't kill it, he's very expendable, if that makes sense. Joel Newman, Joey Manu, hold or sell? I think if you've got the luxury to hold, he's a great hold. He head-to-head finals starting round 23. I'm pretty sure the Roosters have buy them, but then he comes back and he plays. Oh, do they have buy in round 22? Let me just double check that. It's 22 or 23. I'm sorry for this. This is a Q&A, so I've got to really go off the cuff here. I can't really prepare too much. They have a bye in 23, which is the start of the head-to-head finals. And then he'll have round 24, round 25, round 26, round 27. So you get 4 weeks out of him, 3 weeks in head-to-head finals. I think he's going to be such a valuable number in those head-to-head finals. So if you have the luxury to hold, I'd do it. Carl Maggio 2, cooler, a buy, 434K. I was thinking about this a lot the other week. The cooler we saw last year who had massive upside, 100-plus scores, 188 and 125 in the last 2 weeks, they were against lower-tier sides who had given up, and he's not going to get that until later in the season. If he does stay at fullback for the rest of the year, I still don't love it. He probably is value if he is playing at fullback, but while Tommy's in that side, he's not going to get all the ball that he got when he had that run last year. So Tommy's definitely going to float potentially. Even if he doesn't, they're going to give more ball to Tommy than they gave to Cooler at that period of time. So I like Greggy Marju and Renato Mulitalo as a buy. Let's go back into the chat. We've got Dirk Ridgway. Does Lomax perform this weekend as good as he did after the first Origin game? He's playing the Roosters. He's on the right side. The left side is Tupou. It's a pretty tough matchup for him. I don't think he's scoring 170 this week, if that's what you're asking, but I think he definitely still performs well. He's turned into an elite winger for me, and I just love the way he's playing. Cameron Smith, thanks, Sav. Love your work. No, thank you, Cameron Smith. Zach Renshaw, need to drop sharp soon. What are your thoughts on bringing in Hines or Dylan Edwards? Buys, Origin, not too much of a worry for me, or even holding off until Nathan is back. I think Edwards is probably a better buy while Nathan isn't in the side. He'll get that goal kicking, and he also won't. He'll get more attacking ball away from Cleary. So I think if Edwards is your guy, go him as soon as possible. Johnny Sercombe, Burbo or Iro last reserve? I like Iro. I think he's in for a big one. I think he's going to score. He hasn't scored a try since his first game, so I'm really expecting him to come out and maybe score 2 tries, hopefully. And that left side, here's a stat. Renato Mulitalo. So there's only been 1 try scored to opposing left wingers against the Titans since round 5. Renato Mulitalo is the left winger who is matching up against the Titans this week, but many left centers have scored against the Titans. I should have got the real number, but that's an interesting stat. I think Iro's going over this week. Mark my words for it. North Queensland Cowboys news. Cowboys winning the comp. I thought this time last year they were a genuine chance. I don't think their defense, they've got to fix their defense, to be honest. I don't think they are winning the comp, but they're in a really good position to make a shake in the finals for sure. Yorkie 160, who was your player of the round last week? Jesus Christ. I think Teddy and Dom Young obviously had massive rounds, but I don't remember much of last week, to be honest. Let me have a look. Who was my player of the round last week? So we had Bulldogs defeating the Sharks. Burton was big there. We had the Warriors defeating the Broncos. Tamari Martin was big there. Moses. I feel like Moses against the Knights was very good. I liked him. Storm versus Raiders, not much doing there. Dragons, Cowboys, Penrith. Yeah. I'm going to go Mitchell Moses just because backing up from Origin, and I feel like he single-handedly kept Parramatta in the competition. So I'm going to say Mitchell Moses, but maybe that's a bit of New South Wales bias. Am I captaining Latrell? He doesn't look... This game's starting right now, is it? This game's starting. What time does this game start? I thought it started at 8 o'clock. 7:50. Jesus Christ. Am I captaining Latrell? What do I do? I'll do what the chat says. Latrell kind of looks... I don't know. He looks... Sorry to the live listeners here, but Latrell kind of looks like he is... You know when they've got that I, VC, far out, Captain Latrell Mitchell. What am I doing? Oh, do I do it? Do it, Sav. Oh, I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I've Captain Latrell. Fuck. Latrell. Oh. Anyway, I should answer a couple more questions from Instagram and then I'll wrap it up because I need to watch this game for sure. All right. I think I'll wrap it up there. All right. Now let's talk through the first 10 minutes of this game. All right. All right. The viewership has definitely dropped off. So if you're still here, you're a legend. So there's not much happening. Oh, I can't believe I've Captain Latrell. Dave Edwards, how are you doing, mate? Damien Cook takes a scoot. Oh, fuck. Why did I Captain Latrell? Parramatta are on. Real ones. Crazy straight to see. What a gangster. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Come on. Drop the ball, cunt. I'm not really giving much value here to the live listeners. So thank you for tuning in. Connor says Eels should win. I think they should too. But thank you for tuning in. It's been fun. If you guys liked this, please let me know in the actual YouTube comments, not the live stream, because this will you're as crazy as a cut snake, says Terry King. Leave it if you like this. I want to do more of these lockout live streams and potentially even, commentating the game. And we'll get, Timmy on to help. So we've got a bit of chat going in the chat. So cheers for tuning in, and we'll see you on the Sunday wrap up.